be shorter so that the cows aren't picking through it. It reduces how much they reject and helps them, really utilizes all the feed that's there. So it's got those notches on the side. That's to help catch the feed so it's just not stuck in here spinning.
For over a decade, How Farms Work has been one of YouTube's most trusted farming channels. Ryan Kuster built something rare in the creator world: authentic, educational content with zero drama and no clickbait scandals. But behind the scenes, the story was far more complicated. Heartbreak, loss, burnout, and a complete transformation in his personal life all happened while cameras kept rolling. Most fans never knew what was really going on. From tragic family deaths to a relationship that quietly fell apart, this is the untold story of what really happened to How Farms Work. Long before farming content became a trend on YouTube, a teenager from rural Wisconsin uploaded a few random videos and forgot about them. Ryan Kuster was just messing around with a camera in 2008, filming hay being chopped on his grandparents' dairy farm. He posted 4 clips under the username RyanFun1 and moved on with his life. 4 years passed. Ryan enrolled at the University of Wisconsin-Platteville to study agribusiness, figuring he'd eventually return to help run the family operation. Then one day in 2012, sitting in a campus computer lab, he decided to check on those old uploads. What he found stunned him. Those forgotten videos had accumulated over 14,000 views. For a college kid with no promotion and no strategy, that number was unbelievable. Even more surprising was what Ryan discovered when he searched for other farming content. There was almost nothing. The platform had cooking channels, gaming channels, and vloggers filming their daily lives. But actual footage from working farms was practically non-existent. Ryan saw an opportunity that nobody else had claimed. He rebranded his account to How Farms Work and started uploading consistently. His videos showed the reality of Midwestern agriculture: equipment demonstrations, cattle care, crop rotations, and the daily grind that most people never witness. There was no script, no manufactured drama, just real life on a working farm. The authenticity resonated immediately. Within months, subscribers started pouring in. By the time Ryan graduated in 2015, the channel had become self-sustaining. He'd accidentally stumbled into a career that let him stay on the farm while building something entirely new. But just as everything seemed to be falling into place, tragedy would change the Kuster family forever. The Kuster family had been farming the same land since the 1950s. Ryan's grandparents built the operation from nothing, starting with dairy cattle and passing their knowledge down through generations. For Ryan, growing up on that farm meant early mornings, milking cows and learning the rhythms of agricultural life before he could drive a tractor. Those memories shaped everything about who he would become. In 2014, both of Ryan's grandparents passed away. The loss was devastating on a personal level, but it also forced the family to confront an impossible decision about the future of their operation. Milk prices had been plummeting for years. Small dairy farms across Wisconsin were shutting down, unable to compete with massive corporate operations that could absorb the losses. The economics simply didn't work anymore for family-sized dairies. The Kusters faced a choice. They could try to expand and take on massive debt, or they could pivot entirely. After painful deliberation, they made the call to end dairy farming altogether. The cows that had defined their operation for decades were sold. In their place came beef cattle, corn, soybeans, and alfalfa. It was a complete transformation of everything the farm had been. Ryan documented this transition on his channel, capturing the emotional weight of saying goodbye to one way of life while building another. His video titled "Daddy Won't Sell the Farm" became the channel's most watched upload, eventually crossing over 1 million views. Viewers connected with the raw honesty of a family fighting to keep their land while adapting to brutal market realities. That video resonated because it showed something rarely seen on YouTube. Real struggle without manufactured drama, A family making hard choices, not for content, but for survival. The Kuster farm would continue, but in a form their grandparents never could have imagined. As How Farms Work grew, viewers started noticing someone new in the videos. Jamie Procarione began appearing alongside Ryan, helping with everything from farm chores to the behind-the-scenes production work that kept the channel running. She wasn't just showing up on camera. She was actively involved in editing, helping Ryan manage the overwhelming workload that came with posting multiple videos every week. The couple quickly became fan favorites. They attended events together, did meet and greets at agricultural shows, and were recognized when they went out to dinner in nearby Platteville. For loyal viewers who had watched Ryan build the channel from nothing, seeing him find someone who shared his passion for farm life felt like a natural next chapter. Jamie understood the demands of the lifestyle. She knew that farming wasn't a 9-to-5 job and that YouTube added another layer of constant pressure on top of already exhausting physical labor. Together, they represented something aspirational for the channel's audience. A young couple building a life around agriculture, proving that small family farms could still thrive in the modern economy. Their dynamic added warmth to videos that might otherwise have been purely educational. Viewers felt like they were getting to know real people, not performers playing characters. The channel continued growing throughout this period. Subscriber counts climbed past major milestones, and brands started reaching out about potential partnerships. Ryan was selective, only working with companies he genuinely trusted, but the opportunities kept expanding. How Farms Work had become something bigger than anyone anticipated. But social media only shows what creators choose to share. Behind the camera, the relationship that seemed so solid was quietly unraveling. And what happened next would leave dedicated fans confused and searching for answers that never came. One day, Jamie simply stopped appearing in videos. There was no announcement, no emotional goodbye, no explanation of any kind. She was there, and then she wasn't. For viewers who had grown attached to watching the couple work together, the sudden absence was jarring. Comment sections started filling with questions. Where did Jamie go? What happened? Is everything okay? Ryan never addressed it publicly. He kept uploading content about the farm, maintained his regular schedule, and carried on as if nothing had changed. The silence was deafening for fans who had invested emotionally in the relationship they'd watched develop over years. Some speculated about what might have gone wrong. Others respected Ryan's privacy and stopped asking. But the mystery lingered in the background of every new video. This approach was consistent with everything Ryan had built. How Farms Work was never about personal drama or relationship updates. The channel existed to educate people about agriculture, not to document the creator's private life. From Ryan's perspective, his breakup wasn't content. It wasn't anyone's business, but his own. The farm kept operating regardless of what was happening in his personal relationships, and so would the channel. Still, the contrast was striking. On a platform where creators routinely film tearful breakup videos and monetize their most painful moments, Ryan chose complete silence. He let the questions go unanswered rather than turn his heartbreak into clickbait. Whether that was the right call depends on your perspective. Some fans appreciated the boundaries. Others felt shut out after years of following his journey. What nobody knew at the time was that Ryan wasn't just moving on from a breakup. He was quietly building something new with someone else entirely. And the way he handled that transition would surprise everyone who thought they knew the whole story. Her name was Hannah Smith, and she first appeared in videos with an interesting title: How Farms Work Intern. For viewers paying close attention, this new face raised immediate questions. Was she actually just an intern? The chemistry between her and Ryan seemed like more than professional collaboration. But true to form, Ryan didn't offer explanations. He let the content speak for itself. Gradually, Hannah's role expanded. She appeared more frequently, took on bigger responsibilities, and became a recognizable presence to regular viewers. By April 2021, Ryan made things official in a subtle way. An Instagram post on his birthday thanked his wonderful date for taking him out to dinner, tagging Hannah's account. For fans who had been wondering for months, the confirmation finally arrived. The couple eventually married, with Hannah taking the name Hannah Kuster Smith. Her Instagram bio now reads, "Farmer and Wife," along with a note identifying her as the How Farms Work intern. It's a playful callback to how she was first introduced, acknowledging the unusual way their relationship developed in public view without ever being explicitly announced. What stands out about this transition is how Ryan handled it. He didn't create drama around the end of his previous relationship or the beginning of his new one. He didn't exploit either situation for views or engagement. The changes happened naturally, documented only to the extent that they intersected with farm content. Viewers who wanted to piece together the timeline could do so, but Ryan never forced his personal life into the spotlight. Hannah has embraced farm life fully, becoming a genuine partner in both the operation and the channel. For Ryan, finding someone who understood the unique demands of his lifestyle represented a second chance at building something lasting beyond YouTube. While viewers enjoyed polished videos showing beautiful Wisconsin farmland, Ryan was running himself into the ground. At his peak output, he was posting 4 to 5 videos every single week. Each upload required filming during actual farm work, then hours of editing to turn raw footage into something watchable. The schedule was relentless and completely unsustainable. A typical day during busy seasons looked like this. Work on the farm until 9 at night, handling cattle, operating equipment, or managing crops. Come inside exhausted, then sit down at a computer to edit until 3 in the morning. Sleep for 5 hours, then get up at 8 to start the whole cycle again. Ryan later admitted that the channel nearly swallowed his life. The pressure to constantly produce content while maintaining a working farm pushed him to breaking points that viewers never witnessed. Some projects demanded even more extreme commitments. One video celebrating small-town America took 10 months to complete and required over 150 hours of editing alone. Ryan poured everything into these passion projects, but the cost was significant. His health, his relationships, and his ability to simply enjoy farming were all compromised by the endless content machine he'd created. Learning to set boundaries became essential for survival. Ryan scaled back his upload schedule, accepting that fewer videos meant better quality of life. He stopped trying to film everything and focused on content that actually mattered. The channel didn't collapse without constant uploads. In fact, the videos that remained were often better because Ryan wasn't running on empty while making them. This period of adjustment rarely gets discussed in farming YouTube circles, but it represents one of the most important lessons from Ryan's journey. Growth without limits leads to destruction. Knowing when to slow down is just as crucial as knowing how to build momentum in the first place. How Farms Work has now surpassed 310,000 subscribers with nearly 100 million total views. Those numbers make Ryan Kuster one of the most successful agricultural content creators in YouTube history. More importantly, he achieved that success without compromising the values that defined the channel from day one. No manufactured drama, no clickbait scandals, no exploitation of personal struggles for engagement. The Kuster family operation has grown alongside the channel. Ryan works the land with his older brother Travis and their father Dwight, managing 1,200 acres of crops and a herd of beef cattle. The farm that once seemed threatened by economic pressures now thrives with multiple revenue streams supporting its continued operation. YouTube income supplements agricultural earnings, creating stability that pure farming alone might not provide. Brand partnerships have become a significant part of the business model. Companies like WD-40 recognized the value of Ryan's authentic approach and signed long-term sponsorship deals. Equipment manufacturers offer tractors and implements for Ryan to demo, knowing his honest reviews carry weight with viewers who trust his judgment. But Ryan remains selective, turning down deals that don't align with his principles. He refuses to promote products just because money is attached. Beyond YouTube, Ryan now does motivational speaking at agricultural events and conferences. He shares the story of building how farms work from accidental uploads to sustainable business, offering practical advice for anyone considering content creation alongside farming careers. His message emphasizes consistency, authenticity, and knowing your limits before burnout destroys everything you've built. The channel continues posting new content regularly, though at a more sustainable pace than during the intense early years. Ryan has found balance between creating content and actually living the farm life he documents. How farms work survived everything that should have destroyed it. The deaths of beloved grandparents, a complete transformation of the family operation, a public relationship that quietly fell apart, and burnout that pushed Ryan to his breaking point. Through all of it, the channel kept going because Ryan refused to compromise what made it special. He never chased drama when drama would have generated millions of views. He never exploited his personal struggles for sympathy clicks. He simply documented farm life with honesty and let viewers decide if that was worth watching. For hundreds of thousands of subscribers, the answer was yes. In a YouTube landscape obsessed with scandals and manufactured conflict, Ryan Custer proved that authenticity still wins.